What? Here we go. All right. Hey guys. I'll wait for a few people to pop in since I just started. I'm going to watch the trailer real quick because got an inquiry about something and I never heard Artemis Fowl Disney movie. I want to see what's a little bit more. Hey Chris, this is coming out in 2020. Just want to look at this real quick. I've never heard. I don't know if I've seen this trailer.
Call it fate, call it luck. I was meant to be your dog.
Need to get this. Oh, I want to listen to a whole ad. We'll mute that until this is done. I guess I need to get Red, YouTube Red or whatever it's called.
Have been in more danger. Human greed is what drove us underground all those years ago. To escape from your rapacious appetite. I warn you, boy. You are not prepared for the truth.
Really, you have?
You seek.
Why does it say 2019? It doesn't come out till 2020.
Now you will
Must have changed the release date.
Artemis Fowl.
Whoa. Yeah. Okay. Well, you're right. That wasn't that exciting of a trailer. You're absolutely right. So, well, it's good to see everything freezing up now that I'm ready to do this. There we go. So I just want to post a photo. This is two of them that I really liked. Hey Soren, I'm gonna do a quick edit. Soren just got done taking my workshop. I really liked this photo, but as you can see, we've got rain spots on here, and I've done some tweaking with it. I upped the exposure by plus 0.6, and did some profile corrections, chromatic aberrations. I basically brought it up right enough where I wasn't blowing out any highlights because it was a little dark and I didn't want to bring up shadows and highlights and all that. So we've got one open here. Probably could have just opened both of them somehow. But so this is another frame right before it, a little bit before it, that has no water drops on it. So we're going to edit this one as well. And kind of merge these together with some masking to get a better frame without any raindrops on it. This was a tough storm to shoot because of the drop. So we pasted this one on here. We're gonna add a mask, and now we're going to go up to 50%, and then we're just gonna basically brush these out by bringing in the layer below. And that was real easy. And you can barely even tell that there's any difference here just because the clouds are it was pretty close in time. Boom, raindrops gone. That was super duper easy. Did you really like them, Chris? Were they good books? Maybe that's something I gotta read, although I feel like my reading is real bad lately. So I'm gonna get rid of some initial dust spots and stuff. There's a lot on here. And I know there's a lot of little ones that are going to pop up once I do some contrast editing. This is the real color. It was a crazy sunset. Like it literally went from, let's see here. I got a better, with my 50, I can show you. right here, it basically went from like this to the sun popping out like this crazily, like just kind of instantly, like it was real fast, and then faded away. So it was all pretty real, very very real. So I'm getting rid of just some of these basic dust spots. Thanks to the Sony, we have to deal with this problem. I know there's one over by us. I've already kind of did this, and then I'm like, I'm gonna do this for a stream. There's a little lightning bolt here, but I'm not gonna be able to save it that much. That's okay. Get rid of a few of these. All right. Well, if I can ever find time to read, I did just finish reading all the last 5 issues of the Walking Dead comic book, and that was really good. I was glad I took the time to do that. I started reading Dune when I was on vacation at the end of June, and I got halfway through, and then I've been back home, and then I haven't been reading, so it really sucks. I really need to finish that. I love reading, and then I end up doing other stuff that is more mindless, like playing video games or working, editing, and or watching TV, and I don't do enough. I don't read enough books. I feel like I have to be in now I have to be in this completely relaxed, I have nothing else going on mindset to read, so it really stinks. All right, so we're gonna do our luminosity masks. We're gonna make some masks here. And I know that I would trial ran this earlier because I was just kind of starting. I'm like, this would be a good tutorial. Hey, Paula. No electricity in Venezuela. So I'm gonna I'm first targeting this area because it's really bright. So we're gonna bring this down a little bit, and we're just targeting the area here. And we're going to use our brights. And so basically we're going to come in here with our brush and just paint in the area that our mask was. You can kind of see that our mask is just in here. So we're painting in this effect, and I'm going to kind of overlap. Even though it's just in this area, I still want to overlap a little bit so I don't get any weird artifacts, but it's not going to be as strong other places because that's the beauty of luminosity masking. So you can see this. If I go get rid of this, you can see that we've just added all this we've brought all those highlights down, and we haven't really created any issues with halos or anything that doing a highlight adjustment or shadow adjustment would do. So that's real good. I'm not going to do a whole lot to this image because it's already pretty colorful. I think I'm going to do something like this. And use the darks. Now we're going to use darks. We're going to make our brush a little bigger. We're at 50%, and we're just, again, painting in our effect, which is what's awesome about luminosity masking, is getting to, I didn't mean to do that, is to be able to just kind of paint in these effects and take your time. Hey Kayatin, how are you? Good to see y'all. So you can kind of see we make this invisible, what we've done here. A little bit of contrast. I think I could push it a little bit more. Add another layer here. Maybe we'll try to bring the horizon down just a little bit more. Target our brights again. I don't want to go too far because I feel like if I do too much, it's going to look unrealistic. But we can bring it down a little bit more, and be sure to brush it everywhere to get it even. Yep, that looks pretty good. And then we'll do another overall level adjustment. I think this will be fairly decent enough right here. I'm gonna brush this in. Cool thing about luminosity masking is just you're not just completely brushing in direct, you know, contrast and stuff. It's using the tonality of the image to do it. So it's just not like super crazy and intense and direct. It's really a nice balance. So so now we can look at our kind of before and after. Not too bad. It's definitely darker, but not all that, but I think it looks pretty good. I'm going to recreate this layer, or merge all those layers. I'm gonna bring up the foreground just a smidge. Let's see here. I don't want to do too much, but just a smidge, and then we're gonna go to darks, target just the foreground, and I'm gonna go to 40%, and I just want to lightly, like, this area over here seems a little bit darker. And I want to see if I didn't make any like weird haloing. See, I did. See, you can see in the mountain here, if I did that I've got, you see some brightness happen on the mountain. So what I want to do is I don't want to really change too much out here. So I reverse my brush, go to 100%, and I'm going to paint in the horizon here just to make sure that I didn't get any overlap. And I kind of go in real detailed and sharp so that I don't miss anything. So we'll make this invisible. That's better. Yeah, that looks real nice. Not too bad of an image. It's not like the most amazing lightning strikes of all time, but I think it's just the sunset, and you've got this bolt landing in the mountain, and this one out here. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know, when I look at it, I'm like, is it really like amazing? Like, is it gonna be like something that people really like? I don't know. I like it, so I'm gonna post it. I just don't know if I don't know if the light, you know, to me, I'm so picky. Does the lightning have a punch? And the lightning's not. It's not like a real big bolt with all kinds of filaments and stuff. So, you know, it's not like my ideal kind of massive lightning strike that I would really, really like. But I'm trying not to be picky. Just, you know, it's been a rough season, so I'm just gonna post what I got that I really like. So I think this is a pretty foreground. Let's see here. Got workshop starting tomorrow, so I won't be able to do too many of these until next week. So I wanted to squeeze one in today before I start kind of packing up. And I really got to make sure I don't miss a dust spot. That's Sony. You got so many dust spot problems that I hate to miss one, and then you just realize later that it was real obvious, but you're not paying attention. It didn't look hard enough. Hey Chris. Hey my guys 5D, which I don't know what that means, but welcome from Portland. Thank you all for subscribing. We've got a bunch of new subscribers. In the last 30 days, we've had 3.5 thousand new subscribers to the channel, which is just amazing. So I really, really appreciate that. Vorticity 2 is already over 100,000 views, which I was not, well, I don't know if I wasn't expecting it, but a lot of my other ones haven't like gone crazy like that on YouTube. They've done a lot better on Vimeo. I think I pushed YouTube a little more this time, and it's done better. So we're over 100,000 on that, which is really, really cool. So I appreciate that. Muhammad, I think so. I'm real bad with names, so thanks for watching from Indonesia. Man, that's incredible. Just incredible. There's another one. Looks like, oh, this is real splotchy. I know watching someone edit dust spots is a lot of fun, you guys, but this is the stuff you got to do. And I know I had a friend who posted a photo the other day, and I had to message them and say, I don't want to be that, sorry to do this because you've already posted it in 3 different places, but you got a dust spot that I can really see. And felt bad, but you know, because once you post it all over and you get a dust spot, you hate yourself because now you either want to delete it or you're just like, dang it, now my dust spot's out there. But really, you got to take your time to do these. That's kind of, I think that's the trick, you know. I also don't like this little power line thing here, whatever it is. I can't even tell. It just feels like it interferes with that mountain a little bit. There, it's better. I probably could get rid of all these little ones, but you know, maybe I will. They're barely in the photo anyway. They're just so faint that it's just kind of, there's no reason to keep them. They don't really serve any purpose, and so not too bad of an image. Yeah, Verticity 2 seemed like it took off a little bit more. I don't know why, but I know that I usually would sometimes push Vimeo more because I would get a staff pick a lot, and I didn't get a staff pick this time, and I pushed YouTube a little more because that's where I interact with you guys more. There's subscribers. I actually get money from advertising, so I pushed it a little more. So I don't know if that helped. So maybe. And I'm pretty sure that Phil Platt on Bad Astronomer on Sci-Fi used the YouTube link, so that also helped. So 2 night storms in 2 days gave me more than... Yeah, I've had... Last year for the monsoon was way, way better. And I've had, sometimes I've had really good days in just a couple of days. And then this season, it's like I'm struggling to get a bolt a day or something good a day. But most people would probably take a sunset like this and a lightning like that and be really, really happy. So I'm going to try to be happy. But my friend, Mark... this was the same night, just a little later, actually. My friend Mark got a really good shot just moments after I got this one down the road, and I really would have probably rather have that one just because of how exciting it was. But he also was in a spot that he probably could have just freaking got struck by lightning. So, yeah, I love Vimeo too. It's always been good to me. I think most of my last 7 films have all gotten staff picks, and this is the first one that didn't, which... I'm trying not to take it as an indictment on the video because I'm pretty sure my video is just as good, if not better, than a lot of the other ones where I've got staff picks. So I think it's just that they either didn't feel like it needed, that it was just kind of like the same thing I've always done, and so whatever. But nothing much I can do about that, Oops, that's my daughter. And so I don't know. I'm trying not to let it bother me too much. Sometimes that stuff really gets to me, but now it's been like 3 weeks. I don't think I'm gonna get it, so I'm not too worried about it. It's just the way it is. So, well, I just wiped out everything I typed. Yeah, I was talking to my friend Martin Heck that put stuff on there. He's like, I wouldn't worry about the staff picks. Vimeo's is doing some weird stuff right now, and they're not as maybe relevant as they used to be, which that's really, really unfortunate. But, I don't know. It used to mean a lot, so I'm going to put Wilcox here just in case. Highway 190. All the highways I shoot on 191, Interstate 10. Well, Interstate 10's not even in this. Rain, thunderstorms, storm chasing. I need anyone got a good name for this? Hey, Martin Heck, I just totally mentioned Martin Heck. That's Timestorm Films. Give him a follow if you haven't. He's epic. That's weird. Your ears were burning, dude. You heard me chatting. So we're putting some keywords in here like we always do. We went from... Basically went from... Well... Oh, we went from that to that. Not too bad of an edit. If you notice, we added contrast and stuff, but it's not really that much different. It's we fixed some stuff and balanced some stuff and got rid of the rain spots and the dust spots, and it's not too gaudy. Hopefully I did enough. We should just call this like Time Storm. Well, I only talk about people that are awesome, Martin, so that's the way it goes. Need some good descriptive words, names. I wish I could make the lightning pop a little more, but that's okay. Thanks, man. It was real tough place to shoot with the with rain spots, and I had to wipe the lens like every second to like keep the rain off it. So. And I think Pecos Hank is coming out this week sometime to chase, so I'm hoping to run into him, and that'll be real fun. So I'm excited to see what he gets out here. It should be good. Should be good. Man, I can't tell if my horizon's not straight. Man, I need some title for this. This is just, these are like, I need yes, I don't know. Oh man. Light in the sky. That's light in the sky is dumb. Oh, I hate titles so much. I've freaking lost track. I need to name them after movies. That's usually where I get them. Like this could be Firestorm. I'm gonna call it Firestorm. Yeah, a burning sunset, looking almost on fire. Explodes with lightning northeast of Wilcox. Creamsicle of death. Inferno's good too. I feel like I have named a photo Inferno before, so. But let me think about that. Inferno's good. Hey Vicky, well thanks for watching live. I don't know if this tells me that we got 18 watching, and Electric Fire. I need another like laptop that keeps this. Oh, look at my little description here, Mike Olbinski's. That's wrong. Oh, I actually spelled my own name wrong. That's great, real good. Wow, I love how this is just taking forever to save metadata. What is going on here? Wildfire's good. Firestorm. I'm gonna go with Inferno maybe, just for fun. Yeah, those are all good ideas. Hey Viet from Houston. All right, I actually reopen this now with the correct keywords so that I can't decide if I need to crop it more because the lightning's not that. It's a little bit small in the frame, but you know I like all the sky and the rain above it. I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. Let me just check here. Want to be original ratio. Hey Florida. Ooh, Desert Flames is good. Shoot Storm. It's a caveman one. I shoot Storm. Uh-oh. My dog is angry. Real angry. Winnie, what do you see? Where's the landscape guy supposed to show up? Hey. Winnie, come here. Come talk to people. Come here. Winnie! Winnie! Come here. Come say hi. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hey! What do you think? Is that better? Is that better crop than, Oh, man. I hate cropping. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I was almost thinking of photoshopping this part out because of that distraction now, you know? Oh, preparing preview. I just think it seems to, I think it just feels a little better now. Yeah, I like that. That one little speck left over seemed a little bit weird. Like, I feel like I feel like there was nothing wrong with it, but I feel like if I left it, someone's going to be like, is that a dust spot or something? I don't know. Looks kind of like an artifact. So I don't want those people to question me. Where'd my... Well, my watermark has disappeared, so we're just going to go get another one again. Not too bad. Looks alright. Cropped it, still 70 something, 7200 pixels wide. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. There we go. Alright. Ooh, I need to do my little Orton blur effect on here. Is that a dust spot? I have some good t-shirts that I should do. We had a good one about storm chasing and wandering and all this stuff that my wife kind of came up with. And I'm like, man, we really should have done some t-shirts with like cool dust storm on it and some quotes and stuff like that. So I don't know, someday if I could have a full-time employee to do everything I needed, that would be great. Because I'm too lazy. Or just too busy. So we're doing a little sharpening on this before we export it. Using the Raya Pro panel. And one thing I always check when I'm doing this is Raya Pro has it default at sharpened more. But you really want to see if anything changes with the lightning when you uncheck it. Because sometimes there's filaments that get faint when it's too sharpened. But this I can't notice any difference, so this isn't too bad. As long as we haven't missed a dust spot anywhere, I think it's good to go. Looking. I bet if I find one. Ah, I found one. So here we go. Get rid of this. Right. There. No, I didn't do anything to get rid of the haze. If you mean up here, no, I didn't. I'm not doing much. I'm trying to keep it more natural. I know that you can use the dehaze and stuff like that on some shots, or some things that might require it. But I just didn't think it needed it here. I do wish the lightning was a little stronger. I wish it was a little brighter. But I think overall, if you look at it as like just a nice, pretty landscape in a sunset with the lightning in it, it's not too bad. Checking to make sure that I actually did crop it. Yeah, I did. I don't know why I got confused for a second, but no, I think it looks good. I really like this one. What sucked was I actually had it framed perfectly with my 50 right here. So where this bolt lands, right there, I had it framed with my 50 millimeter right here. So I would have had this really cool full frame 8600 pixel shot with lightning basically coming through right here. But my camera had some weird communication issue right at that time and stopped taking pictures for about 5 seconds, and that's right when that bolt happened. So, because my wife's like, I kind of like this shot, like just that. But I think if you think about this blown up on a wall and being able to kind of get close and see everything, I think it's nice. I think smaller is a little bit more, when it's like on your computer screen, it's a little bit more faint, but if it was really blown up and printed, I think it would look really, really good. So sometimes you got to think, granted, I don't know that I'll ever sell this and blow it up on a wall, but if you do, you got to think for the fact that really your end game is to get people to buy prints or to hopefully buy this at some point, and you don't want to totally focus everything on does it look good on a phone, So, got to think about that. Now I'm paranoid that I'm going to miss another dust, but yep, there's one right there. They're so faint. No one would ever notice this but me, but it's good to take your time to get rid of them. Just something you need to do. I do love all the sunset color. Alright, I think we're done. I mean, you can print this pretty big. I mean, it's 7,200 pixels wide, I think. So, you know, I printed another shot that, I don't know if it's my, let's see here. I don't know if it's 8,600 pixels wide, I'll tell you. I think it was 2 years ago. It definitely wasn't last year. Let's see, where's one of my favorite recent shots. This one. So this is with the 5DSR, so it's 8,200 pixels wide. I have this printed about 11 feet wide by like 8 feet into triptychs on a wall in a restaurant. And so, and that's 8,200 pixels wide. And of course, this one's not in my quick collection. Yeah, I really need to get some more good shots this year. So this is 7,800 pixels wide. So this should easily be able to print gigantic if you want. I mean, you print something that big, I mean, you could print this 20 feet wide, and yeah, if you stood a foot away, you know, you stood a foot away from it, like up like this, you know, it's not gonna look crazy. But I mean, even like this far away is not bad. But if you're in a restaurant that's 20 feet wide on a wall, you're probably looking at it from 10 to 20 feet away or something, you know? It's gonna look real good. And here's our sharpened, and we will save. All right, not too shabby. And then I close it without the watermark, and then I'm gonna go and export it I can upload it to my gallery to print. Oops, is that the right one? Yep. All right, not too bad. We do have some other photos from this year that we need to edit at some point. You know, I kind of like this one, so I'm gonna do it. We've got some decent light. The same storm I 50 did catch this one a few minutes, or like a minute after the other one. It's fine. Some other okay shots, nothing like earth-shattering. I really like I like that one a lot. I really like this one. Both of these two happened in Mexico on the same time. This was right before, then the sunset came, and we got that one. And I really like this daytime one, just because for daytime, being able to get these filaments, once this loads all the way, you'll be able to see them better. To be able to get these filaments during the day is not always easy. You know, here's some other bolts that we got. You know, they're very faint. There's really not much happening with these. So, you know, like here's another bolt in that same spot, right? So we've got this one, and this one happened before. Pretty cool, because what I really like it is that the rain here. You got this nice edge, so it's pretty cool actually. It's a real cool photo. But you can see this bolt is just one line, which is good, except right here we got one little filament, and that's about it. It's not a bad bolt. In fact, I really like both of these, but this one has a little more excitement to it for daytime. Yeah, the tough part I think on some of this stuff is to not get greedy. You know, it's hard to. It's sometimes people want to push the colors and stuff too far, and then you end up with a unrealistic. I mean, already people are probably gonna be like, "Did it really look like that?" It's pretty intense. I forgot to drag it to my quick collection or to my actual portfolio. And also, Chris, I have a lightning trigger. Lightning Trigger 4 that I make no money and I'm not endorsed or anything for it, so it doesn't matter, but this is like the best one. You put on top of your hot shoe and you plug it in your camera and it senses a flash of light and boom, takes a picture. It's really good. I mean, if anyone asks if it works or not, I'll show you these photos during the day and say, yep, it works. It's a big deal. It definitely makes daytime stuff easier, but still with your daytime bolts, you want them to be decent, And so, like this is a nice, it's a cool picture with this thing, but I'm like, that bolt looks kind of boring. Although there are some filaments on this one for daytime, which is pretty interesting. So, I don't have many other daytime ones this year. Let's see. I don't know if these were. I think I was doing long exposure. Yeah, 4 seconds, so I wasn't using the lightning triggers. Yeah, that's right, Stuart. I can't remember if I had any other lightning strikes that. This was probably lightning trigger this year on the planes. This is probably a lightning trigger as well, since it was 1/15 of a second. So it works pretty good. I mean, lightning trigger. If I go here, I think I have a lot of them. I don't know if there's any ones that are any better, but the storm. Oh, this was a time lapse actually, so my other one caught it. So anyway, so that's kind of our little photo. I'm gonna post it real quick. You know what's really sad, Martin? Not to like, I'm definitely not like, this is not like braggy, or anything, but these are photos that I haven't completely edited or done anything with. This one I think I did do something with, but that's really old. That's 2012. But a lot of these are photos that I've never even edited or posted. Like, I don't know why I've never posted this one. It's actually, oh, I did crop it over there, but if I didn't, why haven't I never posted, why have I never edited this shot? It's really good. I think because I got a real my money shot on these mountains, so another one just doesn't make much sense. But I have lots of photos of lightning that I've never some of these I've posted. I don't know why they're here. I mean, I definitely have posted these. Some of these are here because I haven't done keywords and I need to, and I did these on workshops, and so I need to put keywords and put them in the correct place, and I get too lazy. But there's definitely a lot of pictures that I've never edited, so, and I don't know why. And sometimes you just get one or two really good bolts from a storm, and then you have other ones, and you're like, well, that's just a lesser version of what I have already, so it's not worth editing, even though they're all pretty decent. So, I have... This is August 23rd, 2017. Not a bad shot. Let's see here. August 23rd, 2017. Oh, I can just go to here. So that was decent, but if I go to... Let's see. But this is the other one I got there, which is better. And so... I'm like, so what's the, if I post the other one, granted now it's 2 years later, no one will remember this one, but or remember that, yeah, that I posted this one, so I could post both of them, and it's like not a big deal. So I definitely like. I'm definitely not one of the people. I know there's a lot of people that will chase and get like 15 lightning shots in a night, and they'll just dump all of them the next day and be like, "Here's what I got." And I feel like it definitely takes a little bit away from just posting your best, editing one, and then saving the rest for later, and kind of creating a good gallery instead of just here's 1,000 photos of lightning that are just all kind of basic, you know. So I feel like you need to do that. Stuart, you're absolutely right, because that one costs like $380. That lightning trigger, you know, it's definitely a lot of money for something that's only for lightning. So there's some like the Pluto trigger that do a lot of different things. So that's probably a better investment if you want to use it for time lapse or controlling your camera and other stuff. But lightning trigger 4 to me is the best, so that's why I do it. Yeah. Martin, that's kind of it. I get, you know, if I get a shot, I'm just like, you know, I really liked this one, like the colors and the bolt, but you know, I've got power lines and there's houses, and I'm like, is it really that great? But it's good for a rainy day shot later when I don't have anything else to post, if I ever have, you know, run out of stuff. But there's a little bit of a rainbow here. It's not a bad shot. That's too purple though. But oh, that's the TIFF. No wonder. So. This is the actual raw file. But I think yeah, it's already got some contrast. I mean, technically you should probably try to post something every day to be busy, but I usually post something. I get real excited about stuff that happened the night before. So if I go out tonight and get a really good strike, I'm definitely posting something tomorrow. Like that's just, I want to show that I'm out chasing, that I'm active, that I'm getting something good like every time I go out. So a couple of days ago sucked because I went out and really got nothing good, nothing worth posting. So that was a bit of a bummer, and I didn't post anything the next day. But now, you know, I didn't post anything yesterday and maybe the day before, I can't remember. So I wanted to at least post something today. So some of the stuff I've already gotten this year, I'm like, it's time to post one of them, you know. But it's hard because, like Martin said, like trying to keep the level high, and so I don't want to just post junk all the time. So some of these I look at and I'm like, you know, is it really worth posting? Is that really that great, you know, for me? So I don't know. And I turn my camera towards it. Off the lens. I just save mine as JPEGs. I will be honest, I haven't gotten into because printing is not a huge thing of what I do at this point. I still print stuff all the time, and I have stuff up in restaurants, and not that many restaurants, I guess, a restaurant. And I sell prints, you know, here and there a couple times a month. It's not a business where I'm selling 10 to 20 prints a month, where I really then want to start focusing on working on that quality and knowing how to print and sharpen and all that kind of stuff. I mean, right now I export to JPEGs, and that's what I send. Although sometimes if it's something really big, I'll send them a TIFF version of it. I'll just send them the exact TIFF file. So, like the printer. Queen. Oh, brutal stuff. Pretty intense. I do have a musical playlist. Let's see. I don't think it shows on here. I have I like soundtracks a lot, so they're not like the most amazing in the world, but my soundtracks are like Interstellar, The Arrival, Annihilation, Dark Knight, those Batman movies, the Avengers films, Endgame. Got a little Last of the Mohicans on there. I really like a lot of those kind of inspirational ones. I got some Battlestar Galactica. And so what I've been doing lately is listening to like one giant playlist of all the soundtracks together, and then ones that I really like, I add it to like my best of soundtracks playlist so that I can always listen to ones that really are like kind of inspiring and cool. But I got some upbeat stuff, just music, and I'd like to find some really cool like I wish I was cooler and like I like that Immigrant song from Thor, which I know wasn't from Thor, and some other like kind of crazy heart-pounding Storm Chaser songs, but I usually just like to listen to soundtracks. To me, I get a little more inspired, they're a little more exciting. Hey, thanks, Greg, I appreciate that. I have no thoughts on those cameras. Our good friend Martin right here uses Sony, and my big debate is I need to like improve at some point. I'm doing 8K. I would like to do better. That Fuji GFX 100 is out, and it's 100 megapixels, and I would love to do the 12, well, whatever it is, 12K, 16K. I don't know. I would like to be doing this stuff at a higher level so that down the road when people need footage for stuff, I have the best and highest quality storm footage that you can get anywhere. However, my favorite lens, Martin and I were talking about this, is the Canon 11-24, because storms are wide and sometimes you got to be at 11 or 12 millimeters to catch these things. And that Fuji is probably not going to have anything wider than, 17 or 18. And so I'm not going to be able to capture the storms the way I want to. Now the Sonys, I can put my Canon lens on there and it's great. I can put the 11-24 on there. It's going to be sharp and it's awesome. But the problem with the Sonys is dust spots. And I don't like to fix those. They're really hard to fix when you got blue sky to stormy clouds and all that. They take too much time, and I don't like to deal with it. But going to the A7 R4 with 60 something megapixels, that would at least be something more. That's like shooting like 10K or something. And then once I do that, then I can start posting 8K films, because with 10K I can pan and zoom and all that kind of stuff. Because right now I do 4K films, so I can zoom in on shots where they were a little too wide or whatever. But I'm gonna try to do an 8K one coming up. Yeah, I know. Disk space on that would be brutal. I'm just gonna change this to August 3rd. Oh, that's nice, Elon Musk. Look at that. You should credit the photographer. Elon Musk blocked you. Petapixel article. Great. Look at that. I gotta read this real quick, you guys. If you enjoy following Elon Musk, be careful not to call him out on posting photographers without credit. Most people just got blocked. Wow. If the photo was shot from the bus at the launch pad by a photographer who has shot many launches, and you can find more of it, but he didn't credit him. Yeah. Yeah, Martin, that's what I was thinking. So, I mean, I think if there's any chance that I'm going to go to Sony for time-lapsing, this A7R4 will be it. Because then I can use the wide angle. I don't even think I follow Elon. I mean, I follow him. I don't even follow Elon Musk. Look at that. So, who cares? Screw him. Freaking turd ball. I hate people that don't do that. You have... You've got millions and millions of followers. You have and you see a photo, all you gotta do is credit someone and make their day. Not to mention, it's the right thing to do. Alright, guys. Well, that's really all I really had to do today. I've got some time-lapsing stuff that I could kind of edit, but I'm not feeling it right now. None of these are like super duper. I did like this one the other day. That was the same day I got the sunset. Nice wide storm. Looks kind of mean. Got a little lightning strike in there. Couple of downpour stuff. I really do like the wide one that you guys were watching at, but I've never edited that one. Of course, it's the arrogance. They don't feel like they have any responsibility to do anything for people, you know? I just don't understand that. People act like, well, I don't have to credit his watermarks on it. Like, why wouldn't you do something nice for somebody? You know, why? What's the harm in crediting someone for a photo they took? It's just a nice, courteous thing to do. It's like it's just like if Elon Musk had put out some car and I just took a picture. What a gorgeous car. I mean, for something like that, I guess, you know, it's like you can't, not everyone has to take a picture of their Tesla and tag Martin Heck in it all the time, but it's different, you know? I don't know. It's just me. I don't freaking know. Martin Heck commenting on my photo. What a guy. I mean, it looks really orange on there. I hope it's not too orange, but I swear to God the sky looked like that. So I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna post it on Facebook. You know what's something real great? I know it has nothing to do with storms, but it was real nice to I did some photos of my kids for the first day of school, and then I got to I did a little newborn session 2 days ago. And I know it's not storms, and I'm like, man, I don't want, you know, I'm not looking forward to like maybe wedding season and stuff. I wonder why, my Finder is not working, so that's good. Weather Snoop. Oh, I have to crash it. Why is that? Yeah, Chris, I'm sure I've seen it. About the I'm sure I've seen that one where everybody's just Instagram has ruined all these landscape stuff and no, absolutely. Why is Finder not working? Not responding. Show all windows. What is going on? Why is it not working? Well, I'll bring it up here. Show you guys. Vito Wilcox. There we go. I'll just wipe it out. Martin. You know, man, it's funny because I'm like, A7R3, you don't really need another camera. You know, honestly, that's all you should really need. For the rest of your life, as long as it's good, that's really all you need. Until you see the A7R4. Honestly, you don't need that camera unless you're someone like us who's time-lapse and who's trying to do stuff at a high... Every time new technology is better, you're trying to do stuff to maintain the ability to license and have your work fit the technology that's out there for other things like TV, movies, IMAX, stuff like that. So, but if you're just doing still photos and selling prints, you know, A7R3, as long as it's working, literally could be the only camera that you need the rest of your life. It's got great ISO, can shoot the Milky Way, great dynamic range. Honestly, it's, you know, the best camera that's probably ever been made for like 35 millimeter, whatever we do. So, there's not much else you need. But you're time lapsing, you want to stay relevant, you want to stay ahead of the curve and be cutting edge, then you need the new cameras, and all of a sudden A7R4 looks real good. Yep, exactly, lightning trigger. Well, I really wanted to, not that this is a big deal, but man, when it's trying to load all these these folders that I've had in here forever, I guess it takes a long time, so. Alright, I'm gonna go post this on Flickr. Oh, good. Log into Flickr. Come on. Ah, like I remember my password. Dang it. I got logged out of stuff because my profile on Chrome started acting funny and I had to delete something. I had to read. Anyway, it sucks. Yeah, I'll have to figure it out later. I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, that's the problem. Dustin Farrell bought a $150,000 camera and does 1,000 frames a second lightning photography at 4K, and now there's really no way to compete with that. You know, you have to do it the same way, and so that's why I haven't even tried. You know, it sucks. I bet like if I could have that camera with all the chasing I'm able to do and see stuff, I would see some I would get some incredible stuff. Pretty sure that Dustin's been out and got some really good stuff this year, though. So, need to post it on Facebook or on my biz page. Since I can't do it, ugh. $22 people watching. 4 messages per minute. Crazy. I don't want to buy a new camera, honestly, because if I time lapse this stuff, I need 2 A7R4s. I mean, I don't want to spend the money on cameras. I just really don't. Has this 15Z come out yet? Three o'clock, some storms by Maricopa. This could end up kicking off a dust storm. If it does that. It's happened before. Lots of stuff down southeast. I'll lose my mind on people that say monsoons. Where's our freaking, where's the landscape guy? I guess he's not coming today. Alright, dudes. I think I'm gonna go do some packing for my workshop tomorrow to get ready for it so I don't have to do it later. Or, you know, get some food. I'm getting hungry for lunch. But I really do want to get ready because I don't want to have to do everything tonight. If I go out chasing, get home real late, and then I have to do everything, that's gonna suck. Man, I'm a little worried that this is too faint, but whatever. Wonder if it's the sharpening. Yeah, what can you do? Definitely think there is some sharpening there, but it doesn't look, this bolt looks gray here, so whatever. All right, dudes, thanks for watching. We'll see you. I'll try to do it again next week sometime. I'm sure I'll have some fun photos to edit after this upcoming workshop, so we'll talk soon. So thanks for watching. Oh.